You manage an on-premises network identified as Site 1. Your Azure subscription includes a storage account called Storage 1 and a virtual network named VNet 1, which features a subnet named Subnet 1. A private endpoint is configured in Subnet 1 to access Storage 1. Site 1 maintains connectivity to VNet 1 through a site-to-site VPN tunnel. You intend to utilize network security groups to manage incoming access to Storage 1 from the Site 1 location. Which configuration step must you perform first? Configuration step must you perform first?
Okay, so the question asks, how do you configure Subnet 1 to provide network policy settings for file shares on Subnet 1? Option A, enable the private endpoint network policy setting for Subnet 1. Option B, configure a subnet delegation for Subnet 1. Option C, apply a route table to Subnet 1. Option D, link a NAT gateway to Subnet 1. To understand this scenario, think about how Azure handles traffic to private endpoints. By default, standard network security group rules are not applied to traffic flowing toward these endpoints. To manage this traffic and enforce your security requirements using security groups, specific configurations at the subnet level are needed to ensure the network policies can interact with the private endpoint infrastructure effectively.
In my view, the correct answer is option A, enabling the private endpoint network policy setting for Subnet 1. By default, network security group rules do not filter traffic directed at private endpoints. To change this behavior, you must explicitly enable the private endpoint network policy on the specific subnet where the endpoint resides. Once this property is set to enabled, the network security group associated with that subnet can effectively filter traffic, providing the security control you need. Regarding the other options, subnet delegation is used to allow specific Azure services to inject resources into a subnet, which is unrelated to this security requirement. Applying a route table manages traffic flow patterns rather than security policy enforcement. Finally, a NAT gateway is designed to manage outbound internet connectivity and does not address the need to enable security group enforcement on internal private endpoints. As an exam tip, always remember that private endpoints require explicit policy configuration.